Board Stories TV is proudly presented by Shoulders and OC16, exclusively on Oceanic Time Warner Cable. Aloha, I'm your host Chris Atronic, and welcome to Board Stories. This time on the show, we're coming to you from the Kimo's Longboard event in Lahaina, Maui, where the big boards are ruling the lineup here at Mala Wharf. We're going to check out all the best highlights from this event, but we've got so much more in this show. We're digging into the background of this classic event and getting a little history lesson from event organizer Jack STARR before boiling down all the action through the final. We also spin down to Waikiki for the annual T&C Grom event, where the kids ran wild on the beach and in the waves. And we take a peek on Showtime at a new documentary on Oney Anwar, Indonesia's rising surf talent. But first things first, let's get right into it with the Tube of the Week. This Tube of the Week takes us to Oahu's South Shore, where Randall Paulson took on a semi-secret sandbar drainer. After a quick warm-up wave, Randall rolled into the longest double-up tube of the day. The tubes at this fickle spot only truly work on the biggest south swells, but when it does, Randall knows exactly where to be. Oh, that was mean. For more great content like that, head over to freesurfmagazine.com. And stay tuned for more board stories from the Kimo's Longboard event.
Bioastin, one of the most powerful antioxidants found in nature. Bioastin, available at your local retail stores.
Burrito, taco salad, black bean nachos, yum, fresh fish tacos, mojito, margarita.
Homestyle Mexican food and the best grinds in the islands. Cholos at the North Shore Marketplace. Live the dream!
Welcome back to Board Stories, down here at the annual Kimo's Longboard event at Mala Wharf in Lahaina, Maui. This event has a bit of history and is now in its 38th year. Let's check in with event organizer Jack STARR to find out more.
So I'm Jack STARR, and I've been running the Kimo's Longboard Contest for about 17 years. Prior to that, I rode in it. Even more importantly, I've been an employee for the last 35 years at Kimo's, and it's just been an amazing ride. Super lucky to get a job 35 years ago for the visionary Rob Tebow. Kimo's and TS Restaurants was introduced March 25th, 1977, and he was the guy that said initially to a couple of our waiters, Jaime Ariola and Alex McDougall, go for it. You guys want to run a longboard contest at Mala Wharf, this premier left-hander, do it. That was 38 years ago. We're still running the contest to this day, and I just applaud Rob Tebow and his vision for not only being an amazing restaurateur, but being a guy that loves ocean sports. So anything that's come up, we always try to get our hand in, sponsoring scholastic surf events and things like that. And I just wanted to hold up Rob Tebow in high regard. Of course, not leaving out his partner, Sandy Saxton. Couldn't do it without him either. Both of them are passed on. And all of us who've worked for a long time for the company are carrying the flag strong and proud. The premise of the event was a throwback to really have the pioneers of surfing brought to the forefront, and this contest really represents that. It's 9 foot and over, single fin, no leash, a premier point break at Mala Wharf. I think the first one we ran, there were probably 30 surfers involved. Now we clip it off at 54 because it's a double elimination event. You get to surf twice, you get to surf 20-minute heats, and I don't hold the contest until the waves are primo, because Mala is flat until we get a substantial south swell. It's a lot of fun, and it's bragging rights. When you won the Kimo's Longboard Contest, it started to get to be a big deal. We started attracting more red-hot longboarders. I think 1981, Jerry Lopez came down and rode in it and won it. And we've always attracted hot surfers. The names are endless. There's a hotbed of longboard surfing going on Maui, and we attract them.
The traditional contest that we do, I mean, it goes way back. It's just a classic local little contest. No cords, 9-foot minimum, single fin. And there's been so many classic people that have come through here in the past. It's pretty cool.
Changing of the guard, it's the younger guys coming up, but they look up to us, and it's pretty cool. And like my classmates' kids are surfing against me out here, and they're the new guys, you know, and they all surf really well.
This is like the best contest we have. All the top surfers like from Maui that don't get exposed anywhere else. See all them here.
Yeah, since I think my first time, I think I was like 13, I think when I started. So it's one of the best contests that we get on the west side.
Yeah, mostly it's like a family contest, you know, all the boys, mostly everybody from Lahaina. I mean, we get a couple guys from the other side, other islands, some guys from Cali and stuff, but really family-orientated contest, which is pretty fun. It's like free surfing with the boys, but we get judged, yeah.
Alongside all the contest fun, Kimo's also makes sure to donate towards charitable causes, and this year teamed up with a surf program specifically for special needs individuals.
We do a lot of charity, and we do that through what is called Legacy of Aloha, and it's done through all of our restaurants. We knew we were looking to partner up with a nonprofit and a charity that we could donate some money through to a good cause. TheraSurf just seemed like a natural fit. We're teaming up with them, and it's unbelievable. They bring a group of pro surfers out, and they teach these kids about surfing. These guys are selfless and tireless and take such great care of these special need kids, so really happy to be involved with them.
Stick around. The action is only heating up at the annual Kimo's Longboard event at Mala Wharf. And when we come back, we take a look at the new documentary on Indonesian surf star Oney Anwar. Keep it right here on Board Stories.
(1965). The skateboard was the latest thing in kids' toys. On the radio, the British invasion continued. In Hawaii, the Duke Kahanamoku Invitational Surfing Championship debuted at Sunset Beach. And Surf and Sea opened its doors in Haleiwa Town. So that means
50 years!
This year is our 50th anniversary. That's a lot of good times in the ocean.
Find the ocean and surf and sea.
This is how you get there.
On this Showtime, we look into the life and dreams of Indonesian surfer Oney Anwar.
The people in the island is more struggle for life. They have to do a lot just to live. He's hungry in a different way. He's hungry to get from the bottom up.
My dream, I want to have a sponsor to be a professional surfer like Oney.
come from a place like Lakey Peak that's in the middle of nowhere, you got to be really outgoing and talking to people, and he just made all that happen for himself, you know?
One of the other Indonesian surfers that was on the WCT, he just gave it away because he couldn't travel. That's going to be one of his main obstacles.
I was ranking 3rd in the Pro Junior Series. I didn't get to go to Tahiti, didn't get a visa to get there, and I went from 3rd to like 9th.
One thing probably that lacks with any kid that's coming out of a tiny, you know, remote region is they don't know how to broaden their horizons.
Going right. Yeah. Garut. Repairing.
There's so many kids that will never leave this island. You know, there's so many kids that never leave the village. There's some kids that will never get to the other side of the island.
Some kids have got the talent but not the discipline, or discipline but not the talent. Where at the moment, he's got it all.
It's great that he's had the drive to push beyond those, out of that comfort zone into where he is now. If he translates that energy into his surfing, there's no doubt he's got a very good chance of being possibly the first WCT surfer in the recent history to be on the tour.
You say, Oney, you got still a long way to go, you know.
Check out the full documentary on iTunes, Google Play, the Surf Network, Real House, and Vimeo. Coming up, the Groms take over in Waikiki at the T&C Grom Contest. And later, we wrap up the action at the Kimo's Longboard event on Maui. Stay locked to Board Stories.
Imagine if everybody just got solar panels. I'm really stoked to have our house with solar panels. We're able to get this cheaper energy.
I went solar on my house here because I got tired of paying the electric bill. We live in a beautiful place on Maui and try to harness as much of the natural energy around as we can.
I am sponsored by the sun.
I am sponsored by the sun. I am sponsored by the sun.
Experience Hawaii's past in the present. Oahu's Waimea Valley calls you to reconnect. Waimea Valley is a culturally significant place with a world-class botanical garden. Kama'aina and military get half-off admission on the 3rd Sunday of each month for La'ohana, Family Day. And now the Proud Peacock is open Thursday through Saturday for happy hour and dinner with live music. It's 5-star dining at 3-star prices. Join us at Oahu's Waimea Valley.
Welcome back to Board Stories. We're in Lahaina Maui at the Kimo's Longboard event where the action is just heating up. The finals are getting close, but first let's recap an event that happened on Oahu that's all about the Groms.
I'm Adam Borello and we're at the T&C Grom Contest. The vibe is all about family, fun, and surf, you know, being out in the water. The whole idea here is to let new kids get a chance to have a real unintimidating, fun introduction to competitive surfing and, you know, just have a great day of family fun down at the beach. So we have just under 300 entries over the course of the weekend, and I think it's grown in all the right ways. You know, traditionally we were a more competitive-based, focused kind of event, and under the direction and vision of our owner and founder, Craig Sugihara, we've really focused on getting as many new kids in the water to have fun. So it's changed a lot, but it's changed in really wonderful ways. So the kokua is really, you know, the idea there is get the keiki their first chance to really even sometimes catch a wave. It's parent and child or uncle and auntie and child, and they can push them into the wave, ride with them together on the board. You know, It's just really a fun, safe way to let them, you know, not only compete, but even better yet, they're all winners, they get a trophy.
The vibe is awesome. It's kind of like the same vibe when I was a little kid. This is where I learned to surf, kind of my roots in Waikiki. And to have him out there with me was just felt really special because it's something that I had when I was his age, and now he gets it.
I think it's just an event that is just so much fun, and I think that's what surfing is all about. And the kids are just so stoked to be here, and I was like such a frothing Grom when I was here, so I think it's a really cool contest.
Best thing about this contest is the Groms that surf in it. We all have fun, rip, shred, do all kinds of tricks. No one's really like super competitive. They're all kind of like nice, like, oh, good job, good luck. They're not like, I'm gonna win. Yeah.
I can't believe that there's another surfer named exactly like me. I always root for her on TV because she's such a good surfer. I just love this because it's a lot of new experiences I have.
Get ready. The finals are coming up at the classic Kimo's Longboard event on Maui. Board Stories will be right back.
Located on the north shore of Oahu, in the sleepy town of Wailua, is the North Shore Soap Factory, a one-of-a-kind local business that produces quality goods the way they're meant to be made, locally. Come and see an actual working soap factory and watch how our soap is made step by step, right before your eyes. We take pride in our products and help support the community we are so privileged to be a part of. So come on down or order online. We are open 7 days a week.
Additional support for Board Stories is provided by Moku Surf Shop, meeting all your surf needs with aloha. And Rainbow Drive-In, open every day off Kapahulu Avenue in Honolulu. Welcome back to Board Stories, where the action is heating up at the annual Kimo's Longboard Contest at Mala Wharf on Maui. This wave is perfect for traditional longboarding, and the logging crew is always eager to trim its long walls.
Mala Wharf. It's located in Lahaina town, and it's a landmark surf spot. It's a left point break, and it's absolutely legendary. We call it Mala, and we hyphenate it with a little boo, because it's really like Malibu, but for goofy footers.
call it Mala. Well, sometimes we call it Mala Blue or Malalaya or, you know, Malanisa, whatever what it's doing.
This is like I would say a legendary area. This is where I learned how to surf from all the OGs. This is what I look forward for every year is the Kimos.
Like Rincon's like the queen of the coast over there, and then over here this is our queen for all us guys, you know. And a lot of mana here, a lot of spiritual stuff here.
It's really a good wave. I mean, we got this weird wind, it's a north wind, but for the most part, we can get them from way up here on a good day, from up on the point here, all the way down to the pier. So, I mean, it's a long wave.
Mala is fickle. It doesn't take every swell, and there's a certain degrees, which is a small window, to get swell in. Plus, you're looking at Molokai and Lanai. The out channel is right out here, so it's threading a needle to get the right swell. If you get to the final here, people talk about it in Maui County forever. Actually, it goes even further than that. If you're a winner of the Kimo's Longboard Contest in memory of Rob Tebow, you've accomplished something. People respect that.
Brand new longboard, the for the winner, skateboards, bikes, all kinds of stuff. Maui Gym glasses, and mean prizes.
I always love to pay homage to Bob Ole Olsen, one of the greatest longboard shapers in the history of the sport. He hand-shaped our first prize. He's shaped every board we've ever had. This one today that we're giving away is a 9/8 Dewey Weber Performer. It's got the hatchet fin. This board was made famous in 1965. And the winner today has taken that bad boy home.
By the time the semifinals started, the challenging conditions separated the field as many of the usual suspects advanced towards the finals.
The guys that was winning on back in the days, like they all older it, and now the new generation, the young kids up and coming, they's on fire. These guys coming, and I had my time, I had my reign, and these new kids, they're smashing now. These guys doing crazy stuff on the nose.
In the final, it was several different approaches highlighting the top rides, with surfers like Mao Ahi and Zane Ashton sticking to turns, while others kept to riding the nose. But in the end, it was all about nose riding, with two-time winner Eric CASCO taking it out for the third year in a row.
Me was just strictly tens, hanging the longest tens, try to pull it off as long as possible. That's what the judges like seeing, yeah, that's old traditional.
Wow, what a cool event. We want to thank the crew for inviting Board Stories to come down and all the participants for making it a great day. For more info and highlights, go to freesurfmagazine.com, or you can always check out our Instagram and Facebook. Well, that's going to be it for me, Chris Atronic from the beautiful Mala Wharf in Lahaina, Maui. We leave you with the spill of the week. Aloha. We're keeping it on Maui for this spill of the week, where an unidentified charger bites off a bit more than he could chew at Peahi Jaws. airdropping and clipping a fellow surfer paddling out, this wave beckons not to be ridden.